Sorry, I needed to record that for references. So I realized that a lot of folks know what ChatGPT is, all right, but few people actually know how to use them. And I've been in several meetings where people say they don't like ChatGPT, they don't want to use content generated by ChatGPT, blah blah blah, and all that. And I'm like, it's like these people don't understand what ChatGPT actually gives them, the power it gives them. See, if you know how to use ChatGPT, you would churn out content with ease, all right? And I've had instances where people have said several times that, please, or just listening, there's no slide to share. I just want to talk from my heart, from my experience, and then give you samples. So we understand, because a lot of times I've shared slides and then people don't use them. So let's just focus on what I'm saying. So as I was saying, a lot of time people think that or have been situations where people say the content from ChatGPT is not rich enough for you to do what you want to do. Now, before ChatGPT came out, we were all generating content from our heads, all right? We're looking at everyday experiences. We're looking at, we read content from other people's blog, we innovate, we write about those contents and then optimize it to suit ourselves and our audience. Now, the same also goes with ChatGPT. Now, the truth is, if you ask me a question, do I need to copy and paste everything ChatGPT gives me? I will say no. Why? Because it is a pre-trained generative software, all right? Processor rather. What you need to do is ChatGPT will give an idea of what you need to do. Now it makes the process of content writing faster. Now, if I ask ChatGPT to generate for me an Instagram bio, which of course I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, ChatGPT will generate random thing, but you cannot trim it down. Okay, an Instagram bio for who? For a real estate consultant. Who are your audience? You give ChatGPT your audience. You understand? Give ChatGPT your audience. From what age bracket? You give ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to add a call to action button to it, or use an hashtag or something, and then ChatGPT will go ahead and then serve you exactly what you want. Now, in that case, you can actually copy and paste what ChatGPT gives you, because you've actually narrowed down the content. All right. Can you hear me? Someone has left. Madam Carolina has left the class. So you can actually narrow down.
No, can hear you.
Yes, you can actually narrow down what ChatGPT will give you, because you filled ChatGPT with information about you. Okay, you have done that already, so you can actually copy and paste that. Essence, situations where you can't use a general content is when you ask ChatGPT to create for you a blog post or a content concerning how to sell a property or what type of topic to use and all that. Okay, but then there are other ways you can also use these things and all that. So in one of the courses I taught some few months ago, how to use ChatGPT, that 99% of people know ChatGPT, but 0.1% know how to use ChatGPT. Now, I've said several times that if you must start using ChatGPT, give ChatGPT a role. All right. And one of the roles I usually talk about is give ChatGPT a name. All right. Give ChatGPT a name. Give ChatGPT a there's something I actually wanted to call it. You give ChatGPT a name. Give ChatGPT to stand in place of a professional. So what I mean is, give ChatGPT a role to play: a digital marketer, a content developer, an entrepreneur, an SEO, and a CEO rather, a real estate consultant, a realtor. All right. Give ChatGPT a name. Give it that specific stuff. All right. In terms of industry or what.
Hello, Mr. Simeon, please.
Yes?
Let Mrs. Caroline. She's waiting for you to accept her. She's waiting for you to accept her.
I'm not even seeing her pop up. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even okay. She's just popping up now.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Thank you.
Let's continue.
All right. Okay, it's happening network. Okay, she's in. Welcome back, man. All right, network can be a bit challenging these days. So I was saying that you give ChatGPT a role. Give ChatGPT a role. She's still connecting. I want to connect so you can hear this part. All right, she can always what do you call? So give ChatGPT a role. All right, a role, a name, a role you want it to play. A real estate consultant, an SEO strategist, a CEO, or whatever it is. Give ChatGPT that name. Okay, and then feed ChatGPT with information you want ChatGPT to produce. Now, where people get confused is feeding ChatGPT this set of information. Now, you can decide to give, you can give ChatGPT a role, which is fine, perfect. But telling ChatGPT exactly what you want is where a lot of people fail. Okay, so I'm going to show you tonight how to actually do that. Let me open. Network is really some things up here.
So the network is bad.
Yes, network. I also noticed that network is really even Madam Fatima has left. All right, so I was talking about how to feed ChatGPT in on what exactly you want. Okay, so like let me open my ChatGPT. Let me open ChatGPT on my. So to open ChatGPT, go to this website. I know a lot of you, just in case you don't know, let me put it on the chat box. Okay, chat.openai.com, chat.openai.com. All right, that will open up ChatGPT. So let me share my screen so you see what exactly I'm doing. Okay, so this is my screen. Yours might not look like this. I'm also using another software for integration purposes and all that because of the type of work I do. Okay, yours might not look like this. All right, but just know this is the interface of ChatGPT. Okay, so the first thing, like I said, is to give ChatGPT a name. So you can say hello. All right, so I'm just trying to interact with it. I want to, but it's not working. I want to give you a name. Sure, feel free. What would you like to call me? So I want to call her Ella. Now, thank you for giving me the name Ella. How can I assist you? All right. So I've been able to get this out of the way. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to personalize my experience with ChatGPT. Okay, so I haven't done this. This is the first reason to do, give ChatGPT a name. The second is to give ChatGPT a role. So let's imagine that we want to create something. Okay, let's imagine that we want to create something. I'm going to bring out an example. I'm going to say, so hello, ChatGPT. I'm a real estate consultant with 10 years experience. Let me copy something I wrote down. That is something. So I say, hello, ChatGPT. So I'm going to say, instead of ChatGPT, I'm going to say Ella because I've given ChatGPT a name. So hello, Ella. I'm a real estate consultant with 10 years experience. I hope you can see 10 years of experience. So I need you to write for me 10 common mistakes as a real estate consultant, makes. All right, please make it precise. And if you don't understand, please ask me question. Now, this encompasses everything that has to do with how you work with ChatGPT. So number one, I said, how to ChatGPT. Number one, I said, give it a name. Number two, I said, give it a role. Okay, so the role we are giving ChatGPT here is a real estate consultant. Can you see it? All right, I've given ChatGPT a role as a real estate consultant. I've highlighted it. Okay, the third one is give it details. All right, so this is the details I gave ChatGPT. So I need you to write for me 10 common mistakes that real estate consultant makes. All right, that's a detail. Then the last one you need to know is ask ChatGPT a question. So sometimes ChatGPT will assume that it understands what you want it to produce. All right, they will think, so they'll just go randomly, shall produce something for you. And then this is not what I wanted this guy to produce. you want to start fine-tuning all of those things. Okay. So you can ask ChatGPT to ask a question if ChatGPT does not understand what you want to, the type of content you want. All right. So this will enable ChatGPT to think again before giving you answer. All right. But if ChatGPT thinks that, oh, I already know what you're talking about, then it will go ahead. All right. So in some cases where if I ask ChatGPT to please generate for me a YouTube videos, a YouTube title for my YouTube channel, okay, say 10, it will go ahead and generate. I say, okay, fine. I only ask ChatGPT to generate YouTube content title for me for a YouTube page. ChatGPT did not ask me who are my target audience. All right, you can try that yourself. You see that it will just give you a generic answer. It didn't ask who are my target audience. So you can ask a question, please ask me a question if you need to know my target audience. All right, ChatGPT will now pause before even generating that response. Will now pause and then ask you that question. Okay, who is your channel for? Who are your target audience and all of those things? Okay, so I've highlighted all of these things here. They are all, the roles are here. Number one is that give it a name, which is Ella. All right. Number two, give it a role, real estate consultant. Number three, give details of what you want it to produce for you. So I need you to write for me 10 common mistakes that a real estate consultant make. All right, it is precise enough. You say, please make it precise. And if you don't understand, ask me a question. All right, ask ChatGPT a question. So we'll go ahead and then say enter. Now ChatGPT will now go ahead and then produce the 10 mistakes. Now remember at the top, we said, of course, I'll be happy to help you identify common mistakes that real estate consultant makes. Here are the 10 common mistakes. Say overpricing properties, leading to longer selling times, neglecting market research, and all of those things. Okay. This is by the way. All right. Now you can now go further. All right. What I want to share with you now is something we use in content marketing. All right. In content marketing to actually get ChatGPT to walk into the minds of people. So I can say, okay, I can say at this time, I can say make it, sorry, where's my keypad, not, hold on a minute. I want to say make it or make it 300% persuasive. Now I like using this because ChatGPT will just go into another mode. I is K not pressing here. Let's go ahead. All right. Now you see the difference between the first answer I generated and the second one. Okay. Now, if you check this number one, it said overpricing property leading to longer selling. Second one said maximize profit potential. You say accurate pricing ensures you don't undersell or overvalue properties. Optimizing your, you can see the difference. Number two, you say stay ahead of the curve. Number three, here he said neglecting market research. Number four, build client trust. So you can see the difference between both prompting and then the result is giving you. Okay, so let's move on. Now, another thing you want to do, let's now narrow it down to the sort of things you would like to send to ChatGPT. So I would say, I would tell ChatGPT to write for me a script for my warm audience. All right, I'll tell ChatGPT to write for me a script for my warm audience, for my cold audience rather. For my cold audience. So what are cold audience? So cold audience are people. Cold audience are for people that are yet to talk to you. All right. There are people that don't know you. All right. So in the digital marketing, we call them cold audience because they've not heard anything about you before. You're just imagining meeting a new client for the very first time. So here I've given you a prompt. All right. I say, imagine that you're a real estate consultant with 20 years of experience. Always give it a role. So I need you to write for me a cold calling script for a warm audience. All right. A cold calling script Sorry, this should be cold audience, not warm anymore. All right, give me a cold calling script for a cold audience. All right, like I said, cold audience are people that don't know you, they're just hearing you for the first time. So I'm going to click enter. Now, ChatGPT will generate that content for you. Okay, now I'm going to show you something. I say hello, this is your name. All right, insert your name. Hello, this is Caroline from you mentioned your property name, your company name. I hope I'm not catching you at a bad time. Okay, catching you at a bad time. That's a question. So it's more like you're on the call with somebody who was interested in your property, but then probably drop his number or something, and then okay, call me. Okay. Now, the first thing you want to do, introduce yourself, your company, and then make sure that it's a good time for them to talk. Okay. If it is not, they'll say, okay, call me by 10, call me by 7, and all that. Now, this is the engagement. Now, I specialize in helping individuals like yourself navigate the real estate market with confidence and success. I've been in the industry for over 20 years, and I'm doing that. And during that time, I've assisted countless clients in finding their dream homes or achieving their investment goal. All right. Now, you have done introduction and what you've been able to help other people to achieve in the last 20 years. Now, the next thing is your value proposition. What are you proposing to this particular client? So you want to go a step further and say, the reason for my call today is to offer you insight and assistance regarding any real estate needs or questions you might have. Whether you are constantly buying, selling, or investing in property, I'm here to provide expert guidance and support every step of the way. All right, then you now personalize your approach. So I understand that everyone's situation is unique, and I would love to learn more about your specific goals and concerns so that I can tailor my advice and recommendation to suit your needs perfectly. So the next thing is you want to offer assistance. Okay, would you be open to a brief conversation to discuss your real estate aspirations and how I might be able to assist you in achieving them? All right, so this person, you don't know this person, okay, but you have concern that, oh, this person was interested in one of the property you posted, and he or she drop his or her phone number or WhatsApp number, and then you can use this script, you can generate this script, okay? So the closing, no pressure at all. I completely understand if it isn't the best time. However, if you're open to exploring your options, I'm reading this further. I'm here and ready to help you whenever it's convenient for you. Then you follow up. So if you prefer, you can reach me directly at drop your phone number, email address, and I look forward to opportunities and all that. All right, this is cold calling. So you can see that you can use it for so many things. Now, another thing you can also use it for is objection handling. All right, a lot of people get, they stutter when it comes to this objection handling. All right, they don't know what to say when a client says something. You get, they don't know what to say. But with ChatGPT, you can actually do that. So let's look at another aspect of this. I'm trying to see if Madam Fatima is around. All right. So now I'm not going to use ChatGPT again. I'm going to say hello, Ella. All right. We're giving it a name, Ella. So I'm going to say hello, Ella. I need you to write for me a script on how to handle objections that my client might have. So remember that you are a real estate consultant with 10 years of experience. Okay. So we're asking ChatGPT now, as a real estate consultant with 10 years of experience, generate for me a script on how to handle objections that clients will post. It is normal. Clients will ask you these objections. So you can use ChatGPT to generate all of this. So let's click enter and then see samples of objections. So it's generating. All right, so let's go to the top. So the one said acknowledge and validate. Say, client, I think the price is too high. So when a client tells you this property price is too high, this is what you say. I completely understand. I completely understand your concern about the price. It's essential to ensure you're making a wise investment. All right. You tell the client why that pricing is like that. Justify it. Okay. The second thing you want to do Sorry about that, Jerry. My daughter was kind of making noise. So number 2 is provide informations and justifications. Okay. All right. Provide informations and justification. First, you need to validate them. Tell them, okay, fine. I understand that the pricing is, don't say the pricing is high. Just follow what is here. Say, I completely understand your concern about the price, but it's essential to ensure you're making a wise investment. Then you not justify why that pricing is that high. Okay. So you start looking at landmarks around the properties and all that. So let's look at what ChatGPT said. He said, let me share some insight about the pricing. The property value is based on various factors like location, you can see, amenities, and current market trends. I've conducted a thorough analysis to ensure the price reflects its true worth. Okay. So you've been able to nail this point down when they say this price is too much. All right. These are the things you talk about. You talk about location. All right. They can't compare a property who is located close to the road and the one that is inside. They are two different things. You cannot compare a property who is closer to a university to the one who is more residential and is inside, or closer to the airport, so the one who is in the inner city or outer skirt of that city. Okay, so you need to understand all of these things. Now, another thing to address concerns directly. So clients will say, I'm worried about the property's condition. All right, now this is for buildings and all that. So what you say is, I appreciate your concern. Let's discuss the property conditions in details. I can arrange for a professional inspections to address any issue and negotiate repairs or adjustments as needed. Can you see? Now, the client in his mind, I don't like the condition of this house, but it's fine, no problem. We can arrange somebody to come and do a professional inspection. If you don't like it, we can address the issues and negotiate repairs or adjustment as needed. All right. Then you offer solution. So clients will say, we are not sure if this neighborhood is right for me. So there are people that say, I don't like staying in Bagada, I don't like V, I don't like Lekki, I want to stay Banana Island. And then you now, what you say is choosing the right neighborhood is crucial. Just make sure you validate their points. Anytime they say they don't like this, say yes, your point is valid. However, all right, so let's explore your preferences and priorities together. I say I can provide insight into local amenities, schools, and communities dynamics to help you make an informed decisions. So you can go ahead and see and generate all of these things. Okay, you can do it for cold calling, for warm calling. You can even do it for telephone calls, like the one we just did was the telephone calls. All right, this cold calling was for telephone calls. We can, let me copy this. Let me copy this one we did here. Okay, so I'm going to flip this around to a warm audience. All right, you will see the difference. I'm going to flip this to a warm audience. All right, I'm going to say warm audience. Write for me a cold calling script. So I'll turn this a warm calling script. All right. So what we are saying, somebody that have heard me before, we've spoken before, and I want to talk to this person. So let's see what's up with this person. Okay. So you say, hello, client's name. Hello, client's name. This is your blah blah blah. Like I said, warm is different from code. Remember, code just said you introduce yourself. Let's go up and see that. Code said introduce yourself. You can say, hello, this is Caroline from your name of your property. I hope I'm not catching you at the wrong time. All right, because you don't know the person. Now in here is a warm audience because you know the person has told you I need a property and all that. So you can answer the person's name. Hello, Gift Simeon. This is Caroline from real estate. I hope you are doing well. Do you understand the two dynamics? So these things are two different things. So personal conditions. You go ahead and say, okay, I wanted to reach out to you today because I've been reflecting on our previous conversation. All right, this is the warm audience. All right, you have conversation with this person, conversation about your interest in real estate investment and your dream of finding the perfect home. So acknowledgement is, I remember how enthusiastic you were about exploring different options and making informed decisions that align with your goals and aspirations. So updates or insights, all right, on the property. So I wanted to share with you some exciting developments in the local real estate market. Or I briefly mentioned relevant market trends, listing or recent sales activities, client area of interest. All right. If the person say I like house in Lake, I like Lekki location. I like VI. Okay, so look for something that is happening around VI, property that's just sold around VI, and all of those things. So you can see the difference in all of these things. So all of these prompts, I can send it to the WhatsApp group so you can actually take a look at it and then use them. So the last one I want to talk about, it's something that a lot of people don't do. All right, we still want to use our head to do that, and that is using ChatGPT to generate Instagram bio. All right, Instagram bio. So I'm going to do that. So hello ChatGPT. I'm going to change this ChatGPT to Ella. We're running out of time. Actually, I'm kind of fast. We have 3 minutes. We have less than 8 minutes rather. So other questions will be posted to the group if you have a question. Okay. So Ella, you say hello Ella. Imagine that you're a real estate consultant with 10 years experience. I need you to write for me 10 unique bio for my Instagram page. Make sure it is well optimized for my audience who are looking for my audience, first-time home owners, for my audience who are first-time home owners who are looking to buy a home, and add a CTA. CTA simply means call to action, like a link or kind of, all right, for them to contact you. So you can say play with emojis and make it fun and attractive. Okay, so I'll go ahead and then click enter to go ahead and generate about 10 for me. So you can now pick one and twist it or tweak it rather, whichever one you want to do. You go ahead and do it. So number one is said, helping first-time buyers turn dreams into keys. Let's navigate the home buying journey together. Real estate experts specializing in making your first home purchase a breeze. All right, ready to find your first perfectness. Let's chat. Let's chat is CTA. So welcome to the world of home ownership. I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Let's make your dream a home reality. Ready to embark on home ownership journey. Let's find the perfect place to call home. All right. So all these things, you can see emoji, you can see keys, you can see how all of these things kind of relate. So I need you to go ahead and then use this to generate more and more content for yourself. The truth is, you can't have it all. You can't know it all, but you need to play with prompts. All right. All of these things, everything you type for ChatGPT, these things, they are called prompts. Okay. All right. The things that you type in here for ChatGPT to generate answers, they are called prompts. So I need you to go ahead and then start making these prompts. All right. Please don't take this class for granted. All right. I've never been so detailed when it comes to ChatGPT in my life before that I'm doing right now. Okay. In fact, even this course, I'm just going to sell it. All right. I'm going to edit some parts, add more a few things, and then I'll sell it to people. So I need you to go ahead, please. Make sure that you use ChatGPT rightly. I'm going to drop all of these prompts in the WhatsApp group so that you people can actually use it. I'm doing that now, so I don't forget. Right, so you can go ahead and then use it. It's very, very essential, very, very important that we know how to use all of these things. Okay, that we know how to use these things. So I'll say thank you for joining the class today. Thank you for joining the class today. I really appreciate the fact that despite the internet thing, we're able to stay true. So if you do have a question, please go to the WhatsApp group, drop me a question, and then I would share my responses with you. I would also drop this on the YouTube page so you can rewatch for Madam Fatima who is not yet get something, put out whether it's his network or something. So thank you so much, Matt. Good night. So next week we'll talk about personal SEO. All right, we'll talk about SEO, we'll talk about HCO, and then we can also talk about Facebook ads if we still have time. But next week we'll be talking about SEO, how you can actually stand out, all right, as a real estate consultant, optimizing yourself and your brand on search engines. So thank you. Good night. Do have a lovely night rest.